What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded. It's been maybe a month, maybe a bit more than a month. We had a couple things going on in between. We had Ask Time Attack, which we were covering with Team ERS, which took out first place club sprint, so maybe I'll cut to some clips of that. And just some couple other things in between, but we are back with more Evo videos. If you can see by the title, this video is going to be about new wheels. We finally have new wheels and tires for the Evo ready to go on. So I'll show you right here. The wheels we have are these beauties here. These are, if you know, AME Tracers TM02, made by Enkei. Took me a while to find these actually, because the size is hard to find. If you know anything about Evos, or if you own one, specifically CT9A, so Evo 789, the general wheel size that everyone says is the best is 18 by 9.5 plus 22 offset, which is exactly what these are. And the reason why they're so hard to find is AME discontinued this size a couple years ago, and they only manufacture the plus 15 offset now. The reason why I think is, in order to run these on the Evo, they actually don't clear the Brembos, so you need to run 5mm spacers up front. So I think they stopped manufacturing these and went with the plus 15 offset to prevent that, but it just means the fitment on the rears, they're just not as nice. So people still prefer the plus 22 offset, which is what I've got right here. Super happy with these. And for tires, our good friends at Zeknova gave us a good deal on some of their new, if I can get this, RS606 with the 240 treadwear. So these are semi-slick, a very let me say familiar tread pattern, if you will, but I got these in 265 35 18, so a lot wider than what we've got right now, and I'm not sure how they're going to fit on this stock body. It might be a bit of guard work needed to be done, but we've got these almost ready to go on. What I'm going to do today is, actually, I've always wanted to try a TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. So I did buy this here. It's a kind of a cheap kit online, and the reason I want to try this is a couple things. I've always wanted to try one. A couple friends have them on their more luxury cars. They say that they suck, essentially. They're just a hassle, but I want to try it. You know, you get a bit more feedback from the car. Even if it's not accurate, you can get a relative measure if it's gone up or down relative to the other tires. A bit more simplistic or simple on the track of monitoring pressures. I mean, you're still going to have to measure them after every lap with actual pressure gauge, I feel, but I don't know, it's just more feedback, another gauge to have. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is these wheels, when I bought them, the valve stems, if you can see, came with no valve, so it's just straight through. So I need to get new ones. Anyway, if I can brighten that up, maybe you can see it's just a straight hole right there. There's no actual valve in it. So I need to get new valve stems. So I thought, if I need new valve stems, maybe I'll try these, and if they're if they're crap, sorry, we just change it up. Actually, hold on, I forgot, I actually came prepared. I made a checklist to go with this whole process. So this is the wheel checklist to get everything that needs to be done before the wheels can go on the car, actually. So we have, obviously, the wheels and tires. We need spacers and hub-centric rings. We need new nuts, because the factory nuts have a different seating base to the tracers, so we need ones that have like a kind of conical cone shape. New nuts. TPMS, which we're doing today. Rear bolt relocation, I'll get into that later, but that's a bit of guard work on the rear. More guard work, and I'm going to change my front rotors. If you can see, currently I'm running what are these, DBA T2s, and these are actually, there was a recall recently for these rotors, so I contacted DBA. They sent me new ones that don't have the defect, so I'm going to change those over if I'm going to do the wheels. So those, and if I have time, if I can be bothered, repaint my calipers, because they are absolutely disgusting, demolished. I mean, the story behind these is I repainted these when I first got the car and they were looking great when I just did the red, and then I decided to clear coat over the red, and then the clear coat just never cured properly and it just became all sticky, and then all this gunk just got stuck to it, so it looks horrible. But if I can be bothered, I might repaint those. But right now, the TPMS, so let me open this up, see what we got, and try to get those on the wheels. Alright, so this is what you have. You've got the pressure sensors themselves. So this goes inside the tyre. These valves, so these are the new valve stems. So this bit attaches to that. Goes all inside, instructions, the little display unit. So going with my trend of adding more crappy digital displays to my interior, the little theme I'm going with, and instructions. So I don't think it's that hard. Let me try to piece this all together and then we'll have a go at installing it on the actual wheels. Alright, I kind of got all these assembled. As you can see, that's what they look like from the instructions. That's kind of what it's gonna look like. So this is the actual sensor part, goes inside the wheel. There's a cheaper version of this, which the sensor is just in the actual valve stem cap, in this cap here, and it's like this big black cap that goes on, and that's what kind of measures the pressure. With that style, I feel there's a lot more scope for things to go wrong, for things to break. Someone can just steal the cap and then you're done, right? So at least this is internal, it's a bit nicer. Actually, here are the wheels. One thing I did want to point out, they are kind of in rough condition. If you can see, this has some bad rash. All four actually have some rash from the previous owner. I was looking to get them repaired professionally. I was going to do it myself, but I don't know, the more I researched, it kind of said that for silver wheels in particular, color matching repairs is quite difficult, and I didn't want to lose the original color of these wheels because I specifically sought out these hyper silver is what they're called, this color, so I didn't want to just completely change the color. So I might just run with the rash for now. If I want to change it later, I mean, we might get it repaired, but I wanted to keep the original color, so maybe those two are less damaged than these two, so maybe I'll just have one side of the car looking nice and then the other side just gross. So yeah, these two probably on the driver's side, these two on the passenger, but yeah, they look good otherwise. So this is the least damaged one, so I'm thinking this is the front driver's side, or front right, I guess. So this is the existing valve stem. As you can see, it's kind of sandwiched in there with two bolts, so one bolt and the other bolt to hold it on. So the thing is that you undo these two, and then this should just slide right out, and then we put in our new right front sensor. Okay, first one down. This is what it looks like. So took the old stem out, the sensor in, you kind of adjust the angle so it doesn't touch, but I think it's straight down, not at an angle. I think that's correct orientation. And then at the top it just sandwiches in with this little guy here. I'm not going to use this ugly valve stem. Actually, what I have, if I can find it, is... Alright, I actually found it. Maximum JDM points, raise valve caps. I went to Japan 2-3 years ago, and the Super Water Bucks. Been holding on to these ever since. I've actually got the red set on the wheels, the stock BBS right now. But these, we're going on here, and then, yeah, hopefully that's nice. Let me do the other 4. You guys probably don't want to watch that, and we'll try to set the display up after that.
A few moments later.
Alright, all done. Got all the sensors on. They look pretty alright. The raised caps actually match quite well inadvertently. Like, it's pretty close color match. So that's looking alright. These sensors are looking okay. So now I reckon we try to get the display hooked up. I think there's a couple mounting options, but I think I know the one I want to do. So let's get in the car and do that. Okay. So this is a little display. Shows your tire pressure. There's a couple options. I think they give you like a window mount, so you can mount it on your windshield. What I want to do is actually use this cigarette lighter because I don't use it right now, and you know, it's a spare spot. So this right here, I think they look pretty nice. So they give you this cigarette lighter mount, actually. That one right there, the ball joint, you know, you guys kind of know how this works. Kind of throw that in, and then I think there's a little bit of setup we need to do to make it all line up properly. But let me go set that up right now. Alright, got the display in. I don't know how I should have it. I got kind of OCD. I kind of want it straight, so like everything's nice and flat. But is that stupid if I have it like that? Or should, like, obviously should it be tilted towards me? So like when I'm driving, you can just glance down and it shows. I don't know, but let's start the car up. Well, at least turn it on. And see if it's already receiving something. I don't know how to set this up. I didn't read the instructions. Okay. Turn that off. Obviously it's reading 0, I think, because there's no tires, obviously. So what you get also is a little voltmeter. Shows 12.2 volts from the battery, nice and healthy. But yeah, that's pretty cool. More digital displays in the cabin. 1, 2, and got a third now. I think there's some setup process to match up the wheels properly, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, I need to read the instructions, but that is pretty cool. And it shows you temp and pressure. I need to do some more finagling. Alright guys, got it all set up. So the high pressure setting, I put it on 44 psi, low pressure setting on 30 psi, high temp setting on 95 degrees Celsius. So whenever any of those are exceeded, it'll play a little warning sound. I kind of stopped it right now, but I can show you if I turn it off and plug it back in. Yep. So basically, since it's underneath 30 psi, it's playing this annoying sound. And you can see all the temps. I'm not sure why those are all 25 degrees Celsius and the left passenger is 21. It might be a little glitch already, or maybe it's actually a different temp. But at least you can see any relative drops. Obviously with this stuff, let me just stop that again. With this stuff, it might not be the most accurate, but at least you get some kind of relative data and some feedback. Obviously on track, you're still going to want to use a actual physical tire pressure gauge to monitor your temp or your pressures. But I know it's a cool little thing to have. If it's crap, we just get rid of it. But you know, more feedback, more crappy digital displays in the interior. The theme I'm going for, you know, we got this. It's like the theme is an early 2000s car, which this is, trying to be modern, which with all these crappy displays is exactly what I'm looking for. But yeah, next step will be to get the tires mounted to the wheels. So we might do that next couple of days, get them fitted and balanced, and then we have some guard work to do. Actually, let's check the checklist I made. So back to the checklist. We need a pen or something. So we got the wheels, we got the tires. We did the TPMS today. Spacers, hub rings to come, nuts to come, rear bolt relocation. So these two I think are next. We'll get the tires mounted, but these two we'll knock out next video. Just working on the rear guards, trying to get everything to fit up. But yeah, that's it for this one. Pretty cool. I mean, kind of went smoothly, nothing went wrong. It looks pretty cool. Hopefully it works okay. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. See you soon on the next one where we do some guard work on the rear fenders.